Hey everybody, it's Eric from epautos.com, your libertarian car guy, and this video rant stars Fuzz the cat, who's normally a garage cat, but I put him in the mudroom because it's way too cold for him to be outside, and so he's got his space heater here, which keeps him toasty. And by the way, the reason I don't let him in with the other cats is that he's a wonderful cat, but he's one of those cats that doesn't like other cats, and I've got other cats in the house, and they have contretemps. So normally he lives in the garage and he's got his own special cat tree there, but this is not primarily a cat video. This is a video about electric heaters, which I think is a topical subject given how cold it is, with regard to electric cars. Have you ever stopped to consider that everything in an electric car, including the heat, is powered by electricity? And anybody who's ever run one of these space heaters knows that they are energy hogs. It takes a lot of juice to keep one of these things going. Fuzz is worth it. I don't want him to freeze to death. But if you're in an electric car, you might have to worry about freezing to death, because if you use the heat, it reduces the battery's charge, which reduces your range, which means that you better find a place to recharge as quickly as possible. Otherwise, you're not only not going to move, you're going to freeze because there won't be any heat. And also, you might have to worry about other power drawing accessories in temperatures like this, like the air conditioner. A lot of people don't know this, but the car needs the AC to dehumidify the interior, to remove the moisture in order for the defroster to work. So even though it's wintertime, when you turn on the defroster, you're turning on the air conditioner, and the air conditioner is also a power hog. And again, in an electric car, everything that's electrically powered takes away from the charge in the battery, which ultimately reduces your range. And here's the final part of this trifecta of woe on a cold day. Electric cars can't be recharged when the air temperature is below freezing, and that's a function of battery chemistry. So some electric cars, like the Tesla, carry along their own heating system to keep the battery at a temperature sufficient that it can be recharged in cold weather, but there's no free lunch in thermodynamics. And it takes energy to keep that heating system going, and guess where that energy comes from? It comes from the battery. That's the problem with the electric car. Now, here in the house, this thing may run a lot of money to run, but it's plugged into the grid. So it will never stop running as long as the grid is up, and so Fuzzcat isn't going to freeze. However, in an electric car, you've only got as much heat as you've got charge in the battery, and that goes for all the other accessories, including the AC, including the headlights. Everything that's powered electrically in that car is dependent on that battery and however much juice you've got with you in the car after you last recharged. And I just thought it would be something that people might want to think about, as half the country is enduring record-breaking cold, given that these electric cars are being crammed down our throats, and it doesn't seem that anybody's really talking about this, including the consumer press. I have yet to see an article in the consumer press that has taken an electric car, brought it to Chicago when it's 30 below zero, and seen or tested what the effect of that kind of cold and running of necessary accessories like heat is on the vehicle's range. And I think it's something that people really ought to be thinking about. Anyway, I have an article up at the site epautos.com, which you can read, that gets into this at greater length. And I should also have a review of the new Ford F-150 up in the next day or two, depending on how much coffee I manage to guzzle today. So, thanks for viewing. We'll catch up with you again soon.